Okay, I got a good one to start with.
Yeah, ladies first.
Did you know Matthew McConaughey's dad died while banging his mum?
Yes.
So
I knew this. It's in his book.
So in his book, Green Lights, McConaughey writes, I couldn't believe it. He was my dad. Nobody or nothing could kill him except for mum. He always told me and my brothers, boys, when I go, I'm going to be making love to your mother. And that's what happened. He had a heart attack as he climaxed.
That's true. I've read it in his book.
How good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember he's saying that's the only way he would go.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's amazing.
that's so funny.
Like top 10 ways to die, that's got to be up there.
For sure.
Number one?
Top 5. Doing your wife, like the woman that you love.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess it's pretty traumatic for her.
Yeah, sure. But apparently she insisted that they take him. Okay, I read this. I couldn't corroborate it, but she insisted that when they found the body, like when they were going to take it out of the house, she insisted that they left him naked so that he could share his gift with the world.
Okay. Was he well endowed?
Well, one would assume, unless he had a really tight butthole or something.
True. No, it's a great book. I remember that scene. It's funny the way Matthew McConaughey is able to like take something that's really sad because he loved his dad dying.
Yeah.
And turn it into something and make a bit of a joke out of it.
Totally.
I feel like that sums up a lot about him.
But also, if you didn't, it's one of those things, if you didn't laugh, you'd cry.
Exactly.
So like you may as well find the humor in it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I have a really intense one. I don't know when to put it in because it's not funny, but it's just like
it's like we just had a funny one, so maybe now's a good opportunity.
All right, well let's do it. This is a fair warning to anyone.
Okay,
this
is it a trigger warning or is it?
No, not. I mean, maybe sexual assault trigger warning, but it's
maybe that's the big one. Okay.
Well, it is definitely that, but I mean, it's serial killer related, so,
right? Okay.
Which people seem to love. So, this is one of the most disturbing serial killers who ever lived, and I say killer, which is actually questioned. So. Ray was his name. I don't know why I don't have his full name here, but let's just go with Ray.
Yeah.
What he did is he soundproofed a semi-trailer, which he called his toy box, and equipped it with items used for sexual torture. He would kidnap between 5 and 6 women a year, holding each of them captive for around 3 to 4 months.
Oh my God. No.
During this period, he would torture his victims with whips, chains, pulleys, straps, clamps, leg spreaders, surgical blades, electric shock machines, and saws. A mirror was mounted in the ceiling above the table to which he strapped his victims in so they could watch it happen. Ray also put his victims in a wooden contraption and bent them over, here's the worst part, and immobilized them where he would have his dogs and sometimes his friends rape them.
Fuck's sake. Why?
This is intense. He's also been said to have wanted his victims to see everything he's doing to them. Ray often had an audio tape recording of his voice played for victims whenever they regained consciousness. Here's the worst part. After his daughter found out,
how?
Rather than calling the police, she joined her father and started participating. Then Ray would drug them with a drug that would like erase their memory and just drop them off.
What?
So they actually don't have any proof that he killed anyone. And he would just bring in these women for like 3 to 4 months and then drug them with a drug called barbiturates or something in an attempt to erase their memories of what had happened before abandoning them by the side of the road. He did this to approximately 60 women before he got caught. He spent 2 years in prison. He spent 1 day in prison, and had a heart attack and died.
No way.
And his daughter got 5 years. That's all she got was 5 years. But then she only spent 2.5 years before she got released.
Because she like good behavior or something. This is gross, man. I don't know. Like, I think it's true, but I don't really want to know more.
It is true.
Yeah.
But that's like... next level.
That's like literally the worst thing you can do as a human.
That's psychotic.
That's like, it's worse. It's like
it literally is.
That's like being the devil.
Yeah, hardcore. So yeah, Toybox Killer, he's known as.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Fucking hell. All right, I'm gonna try and inject some.
I got some better ones as well. I warned. Did I not warn you?
I guess, but like, not enough.
Really?
You said like maybe a sexual assault trigger warning.
No, because it was like
And then, like, you go into probably the most horrific form of sexual assault that you could possibly...
Well, it is a trigger. I just more meant like it's not a common, like it's not a relatable trigger to most people. Where if I said at a party or something, which is a lot more triggering to a lot of people. So, okay. Yeah, the Toybox Killer.
I have a link. You have a link. Unfortunately, I have a link.
Yes.
Speaking of killers.
No, killers. Yeah.
Unfortunately, did you know Woody Harrelson's dad was a hitman?
No.
Yeah. So in the 1980s, Woody's father was arrested and convicted as a for-hire assassination of a judge, and he died in prison in 2008. So he was hired to kill a judge.
He failed.
And he got found, caught, convicted, and then no, he didn't. He didn't fail.
He killed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he died in prison in 2007.
I'm going to say the bullshit.
This is actually 100% true.
Oh.
Got it.
I thought I would have known that. But
Yeah,
I guess,
well.
why would you know what Woody's Harrelson's
And I'm sure
dad
he probably
does?
wouldn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He went down a slightly different path.
I
Has he
know,
played
right?
a hitman before?
I don't think so. I mean, that would be pretty
Do
dark.
you reckon you would?
Oh, that would be so dark. Fuck, I love Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Here's another good one.
Oh, yeah?
This is the oldest hotel in the world.
Okay.
Now, question before I reveal. How old do you think it is?
Oldest hotel in the world. It's got to be pretty old. Like, it's pretty old business. I know I've been in a pub in England that's been around for like 500 years.
So like 1100s? No,
come on, man. 500 years?
1300s.
No,
1500s.
like, it was like 14,
Yeah.
1500s.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world's oldest hotel is in Japan.
Okay. Interesting.
Nishima Osen Kenaken Hotel in Yamashina has been operating since 705 CE and has been run by the same family for 52 generations.
Fuck.
52.
Is this one of those bullshit things where they adopt an adult
No,
so that it's in the same family?
like we did last episode.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think this is genuine.
Wow.
So
Have you seen pictures of it?
There are pictures.
Does
What's
it look
CE?
cool?
Like what's CE? Just to clarify. Like
Well, you should have found this out because there's AD and BC.
right.
What the fuck's CE?
You don't know.
Hold on, let me look it up.
705
What
CE.
is CE
Where does 705
in
CE?
years? CE is BCE, before year.
Right. So it's like
Oh my God, so it's before Christ.
yeah. So it's like 2,700 years ago.
That's,
52 generations.
wow. Wow. Oh my God.
Unless I'm bullshitting.
Unless you're bullshitting. I don't think you're good enough to do this. I don't think you're clever enough.
Okay.
I think it's true.
It's completely true.
Oh, shit.
How good would it have been if I did the CE? Like, oh, I don't know what CE is. If I wrote it.
No, I know. That would have been
smart.
that would have been genius.
In hindsight, I should have
I
known.
wasn't sure. I thought that could be a made up fact because that's
Cool. Eh?
crazy. I want to see photos of this place. Have you got photos?
Well, no.
Okay. Oldest hotel. I'll look it up.
Yeah. All right. Oh, well, I'll look it up. You do another one.
Okay.
Actually, no, because I'll react. We'll just do it.
All right. Did you know that French President Emmanuel Macron has banned 80% of English language music on mainstream radio and is now refusing to speak English in public?
French.
Yep.
That sounds like something a French person would do.
So this comes amidst the long-held belief that French should be seen as the international language, i.e.
Okay.
the lingua franca, rather than English. He often refers to it as the language of freedom and has spent hundreds of millions of euros to push the language worldwide, including funding French schools in developing countries, as well as grants to send French artists on tour in developing countries, as music is the most effective form of cultural dissemination, and it's believed to be the main reason that English is the most widely spoken language in the world.
Because of the music. Interesting. I'm going to go with true.
This is 100% bullshit.
Oh, I was on the fence. I was very on the fence on this one.
He does want French to be more popular, but
Yeah.
none of this is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. Well, speaking of French,
Hey, there's the link.
this is the horrific blood ritual the French royals used to do.
Oh, okay.
Start it again.
Yeah.
This is a horrific blood ritual the French royals used to do.
Okay.
As you may know, during the French Revolution from 1793 to 1794, the French would execute criminals using a guillotine.
Yep.
But did you know that during these beheadings, the king and other royal family members were known to drink a cup of blood from the deceased, as it was rumored to bring power and fortune to the family? Whilst executions were taking place, the crowd would chant, you can translate this for me, boire laisser de lait, which roughly translates to drink the milk blood. It was also rumored that the worse or more severe crime committed, the more power the blood contained.
Bois is drink.
Boire, sang,
Sang is blood. De lait.
de lait.
Yeah. De lait is milk.
Milk.
Of milk. Yeah.
Don't drink
blood.
the drink the milk blood.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I think this is complete
You
bullshit.
think it's bullshit?
Yeah.
It's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Zach Rourke has sent this
Oh,
in.
Zachy Rock.
Zachy Rocky, good one though.
nice
I appreciate it. But
I don't know.
You've got pace on French history,
I
which
feel
is
like I would have heard that if I lived in France.
it's
for
also
3
one of his
years.
strong suits.
Yeah.
That probably would have fooled me though. If you did that to me, I would have been a fucking sucker.
Yeah. Well, Zach, you got to pick your audience.
Yeah, you do. Good one though.
Fair play. All right, keeping it light. Like French drinking blood. Did you know Taylor Swift keeps a framed photo of Kanye West interrupting her at the MTV Awards in her house? So apparently it was spotted by a Vanity Fair journalist in her Nashville penthouse, but she has the moment that she was interrupted.
Right.
Like, I'm going to let you finish as like a keepsake in her house.
I feel like this is a very easy one to make up. There's very little detail.
Right.
I'm going to say bullshit.
It's 100% true.
Oh my God. You could have added a bit more to the story. A bit more information, perhaps.
Well,
it's such an easy story to make up.
But like, how good is that? As if you wouldn't. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, shows she has
Do you
sense of
reckon
humor.
Chris Rock has Will Smith like hung up on his, just like,
I hope so. That would be amazing.
I've got no link here. But did you hear that Ewan McGregor didn't want to play Obi-Wan in the latest Star Wars series?
I'm listening.
Obi-Wan Kenobi has just come out and fans are ecstatic to see Ewan reprising his old role.
Yeah.
However, he wasn't as excited to step back into the Jedi robes.
Ooh.
Quoting, after all that effort and all the excitement of being cast as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the first place 20 years ago, to be stepping in the shoes of Guinness, who played Ben Kenobi, and to be going into that big world of Star Wars and then to get such a bad reaction, it was very hard. It had a huge toll on his mental health. I'd even remember when the prequels came out, everyone slammed them. Like,
Wait.
what?
Oh yeah, as in like the Phantom Menace and stuff like that.
People like slammed it.
Everyone loved Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But this was, as he points out, this was a time before the internet and they only saw what the critics were saying and the whole movies were getting slammed.
Right, okay.
I'm saying how much the original films affected his mental health as they were continually slammed by critics. He was apprehensive to put himself back into that position. However, after a conversation with Hayden Christensen, who plays Anakin, he managed to convince him to join the crew as it just wouldn't be a series without him.
Do I believe you? Do I believe you? It's super interesting because there are some amazing characters in those first three films.
Yeah, I know.
But there's also some shocking, I think this is bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
I think it's bullshit because I think I know you.
This is complete bullshit. Well done.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I have no, maybe it could be true, but I've made it up on the spot.
Maybe. But nah, it's such an iconic role for him.
He's one of the best parts about prequels.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
so good as Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So good. He's hands down, if not the best part about the sequel prequels, one might say.
You could argue, yeah.
He's phenomenal. So I've seen the first 2 episodes. Look, I hope it gets better. Here's what I'll say.
No.
It's good. It's fine. It's just...
You're going to let me catch up.
Yeah, I'll let you catch up. It's just like... cheap. It just seems cheap. It just seems a little bit cheap. But like, no, it's cool seeing him. It's cool seeing some stuff. But I've got to establish the grounds. You know, I've got to get it going. But I'm just hoping it gets better. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great though.
It's not a Prime.
No.
Well, of course it's not Prime.
No, of course not. No, it's Disney.
It's not Prime Video. All right, good.
I
just didn't want to trash talk Prime Video.
No, of course not. Of course not. We love Prime Video.
Yeah.
Hashtag the boys. That's it.